Hello, my darling, and welcome to episode 7 of the UncompliKated Show. And today I'm telling you all about self-sabotage. And it's one of those things that people think, why would I do that? Why would I get to the point where I'm so close to my goals? I'm so close to achieving what I actually want in my life. I'm creating habits that finally serve me. And then I go and mess it up. And I know I'm doing it. What is that about? Well, first and foremost, there's two types of self-sabotage. There's the conscious and the unconscious kind. So, for example, if you are on a health kick and you want to lose weight and you suddenly start like you've been doing so well and you're feeling good about yourself, and then you just wake up one day and you go and eat a whole tub of Ben & Jerry's sitting on the sofa. You'll be like, why would I do that? That's conscious self-sabotage. Unconscious self-sabotage would be, for example, that you've got a really, really important client meeting tomorrow and you're very nervous that you're going to fail. You know, you're very nervous that they're not going to want to hire you or that you're going to mess something up, and you just randomly decide to go out and get really, really drunk that night and oversleep the next day and miss the appointment completely. That would be unconscious self-sabotage. So it's you're missing the due date or you're missing the appointment because you're worried about the outcome. Are you with me? So why do you self-sabotage? Well, quite often, if you grew up in a dysfunctional family, or if you grew up with parents who, and I hate to always like, because you had a bad childhood. It's not that, because not all parents would know that they do that. But if you had a parent, for example, that told you to, it happens to girls a lot, play small, don't be too clever, don't show off, don't be too big for your boots. No guy's going to want an intelligent woman. No guy's going to want a woman that's too noisy, or, you know, all those kind of messages. Or if you were told growing up that, you know, you were given a label like you were the chubby one, or you weren't the pretty one, or, well, it's a good job you're clever because you're nothing to look at. All those kind of messages that we receive as children mean that we identify with this. We have this identity, this created identity that's formed very early on, and it's really ingrained in us that we are this level. This is how we look. This is how the world sees us. You know, don't try and become bigger than that. Don't try and do more than that, because this is your level. Know your place, you know. Now, there's another thing that can happen sometimes in relationships. If you are with somebody who's manipulative, maybe they're narcissistic, or they just try and say things to you like, well, I'm not going to go far in life if I'm stuck with somebody like you, or, you know, I don't want to waste my time with somebody like you. You're never going to help me. Those kind of messages. But basically, it's like having a low self-esteem and having you're confirming your negative self-beliefs about yourself. So what happens in psychology, there's something called cognitive dissonance. So if I truly believe, okay, that I'm not very clever, that I'm you know, I shouldn't try and do much in my career, I shouldn't try and push for more because I'm not smart, I'm not, you know, I'm nothing special. And this is my negative self-belief down here. And then I start working hard and I start to feel like, hey, wait a minute, actually, I'm becoming something now. I'm doing something in my life and I'm coming up here, right? So this is my actions because I'm working hard. This is my actual belief about myself, my negative self-esteem, my low self-esteem, my negative self-belief, okay? Now, the gap between the two is called cognitive dissonance. And it basically means you've got like an itchy brain because your beliefs and your actions don't match up. Now, what we would hope is that we'd go, oh, okay, well, I just need to raise my beliefs to match my actions. That's actually quite tricky to do. So quite often what happens is we, you know, our actions are here, our beliefs are here. We lower our beliefs to match our actions. So, for example, if you've always identified as somebody who's not very healthy, who's somebody who's overweight maybe, and you start to lose weight and feel healthier, and people start commenting and saying, oh, you know, how well you're doing, you may just feel like, I don't deserve this. That's not who I actually am. And you start sabotaging yourself because you create your habits around your identity. Does that make sense? So if you identify as being an unhealthy human, then you'll start creating unhealthy habits again to match up with your self-belief. So what do we do about this is the question, right? What do we do about this? Well, quite often what we need to do about it is to realize that life is not black and white. Life is not about all or nothing. And when we're creating these perfectionist ideals of who we want to be, we need to be extremely careful, because then if we miss one slight goal, let's say, for example, I want to go to the gym every single day. I'm going to be this healthy human. I'm going to be this absolute fitness babe. And I miss one day. Well, then suddenly I've failed. And therefore I'm a failure. And I end up feeling ashamed, and then I've let myself down, and then I start shaming myself. And so I start sabotaging my efforts that way. So one of the things that's really important is to realize that we have to celebrate every single journey, and we can grow our self-esteem. We can grow our sense of self-worth by congratulating ourselves and celebrating micro wins, like the tiniest little wins that we go every day. And we need to start identifying as this healthy human. We need to start identifying as this successful human, as this beautiful human, whatever it is that you're trying to become. Be aware of what your limiting belief or your negative belief about yourself is, and actively work on that. Okay? So you need to figure out what the root causes are. So, for example, if you believe that you shouldn't want more in your career, that you're not actually going to be successful in your business, you need to find who is it that put that message in your head. Was it a teacher at school? Was it a parent? Was it an ex-partner? You need to find the root causes, okay, so that you can figure out why you sabotage when you're getting close to your desire. You also need to make sure that you create plans and goals around things, and again, celebrating the micro wins, because one of the things that will encourage sabotage is procrastination. And procrastinating is when we put something off that's important. So there's a mismatch with what was drilled into your head and what you believe is true. And we need to work on actually coming up with a plan and knowing what we're going to do, and making sure that we break it down into actionable steps, so that when we break things down into actionable steps, we can then, our brain is less likely to get overwhelmed and then get stressed and then give us something else to do, like rearrange the Tupperware cupboard or whatever else random task is that we're doing. So try to understand the root cause, okay? Try and make sure that you're not going perfectionism, black and white, all or nothing. Make sure you're celebrating the journey, you're enjoying the journey, because if you don't learn to celebrate the micro wins along the journey, there's little chance that you will actually get to the end, because you will have given yourself too much of a hard time from the beginning to the end to actually get there. So celebrating the micro wins, congratulating yourself when you actually do things that are lovely, and rewarding yourself for positive steps is super, super, super important. Okay, so, and try and make sure that you're not too all or nothing in your thinking. Okay, it's very tempting to be, we have to stop. We have to look at the big picture and don't make all or nothing decisions. Okay, small changes, 1% changes, tiny little changes, and that will help to prevent your mind from sabotaging you and putting on the brakes. More bite-sized actions, less kind of all or nothing. Does that make sense? Okay, so yeah, always look at your habits. Your habits will tell you why you're doing it, and then if you find out the root causes, that will give you the reason behind it. All right, but when you can start to change the identity and realize that you deserve to be successful, you deserve to be healthy, you deserve to have a loving relationship, You deserve all of these things and more. And you start identifying with that woman that you want to be, your habits will align with that identity. Okay, if you truly believe that you don't have the right to do something, you will sabotage yourself on the way. So it's understanding this woman that you want to be and learning to identify with her and giving yourself permission to become her. Right? So understanding that you have the right. What's so wrong about you? This is a question I ask my clients all the time when they go, yeah, but I shouldn't want more. Why shouldn't you want more? What's so wrong about you? What did you do that's so horrendous, so heinous a crime that you don't deserve to have a happy life? I've yet to meet a woman that can tell me that there's something heinous that she did, something absolutely unforgivable that means that she's destined to a life of misery and shame. Because when you ask people that question, and when you ask yourself that question, what you will discover is actually you haven't done anything that's that bad. And people will like you, and people do like you. And you deserve to have this life that you want to create. So it's all about understanding the cause and creating that new identity and giving yourself permission to want to be her. Okay, and to want to achieve to be her, and then your habits will align with that. And break the habits down. Make sure you're looking at the micro steps and the micro wins, and it's not all or nothing. And I promise you, you will help yourself to stop sabotaging, because you won't have that, as I said, that dissonance, that itchy brain between what you believe and what you're achieving. All right, you need to make sure that you start to raise your belief about yourself with the new identity and the new habits to become that woman that you most want to be. I hope that helps, my darlings. Don't forget, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do that here. And if you want to share this video, I would really, really appreciate it. I will see you on the next episode. And any questions, feel free to pop me an email, kate@kategrosvenor.com, or comment below and I will answer you back. All right, my darlings, take care and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.